Welcome. Today we're talking with Yinglian Xie, the CEO and co-founder of DataVisor, a leading Silicon Valley-based technology company providing advanced fraud and risk management solutions powered by artificial intelligence. Yinglian, thank you for joining us at today's Banker Digest.
It's my great pleasure to be here. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you. So let's get started. For those that are not familiar with DataVisor, can you briefly explain DataVisor's capabilities?
Yes. So DataVisor is the world's leading AI-powered fraud and risk platform that delivers end-to-end capabilities to cover a variety of fraud and abuse and money laundering like activities in the industry. So DataVisor offers an open SaaS orchestration platform that supports easy consolidation and enrichment of any data. And our solution scales and enables organizations to act upon those fast evolving fraud and money laundering activity in real time. And we're very proud to have a patented unsupervised machine learning technology. And with our leading kind of AI capability combined with our powerful like decision workflow, graph-based investigation tools, they work together to provide very strong kind of performance kind of in terms of fraud detection, as well as the protection that the modern organizations today needed in a digital world.
Great, great. Thank you. You did mention fast moving in the fraud, and I can relate to that. So how is AI and machine learning utilized in fraud prevention?
Yes, for fraud kind of, and also we see kind of all these attackers, malicious activities. There's one distinct, like unique difference that marks it different from many other industries and similar to cyber attacks. This is an area where we are dealing with active adversaries who are constantly evolving and in such kind of sophisticated world. And we can imagine, like, we can see the technology evolves very fast. And so does attackers as well. And they have access to the same kind of technology we have also today. And therefore, if we take a very static business experience-based approach, which business in the past legacy solutions do, meaning use business logic and static kind of decision and rules and basic kind of logics, it's not going to work very well because attackers are going to really evolve extremely fast. So in this environment, take a data-driven approach with artificial intelligence and machine learning to really analyze and the patterns and the data and the behaviors of both kind of legitimate customers as well as the abnormal activities. We can then be enhanced to take that more kind of proactive approach to be able to reactive or even like proactively defend against these sophisticated like fraud much faster and in a more also accurate way.
Yinglian, for those banks that are taking a more cautious approach to implementing real-time payments, can you speak to the specific opportunities for banks with FedNow and adopting real-time payments?
Yes, definitely. So with the real-time payments, we heard about it a lot kind of today, and it becomes a dominant trend of we can see money movement and the new approaches going on, and particularly for newer generations. And so pretty much kind of they're familiar with the concept of real-time payment, and they will demand a real-time payment capability, as many of us who are now digital, right? Whenever we are digital online, and we've been trained to expect things to happen fairly quickly, as does kind of payment. Therefore, we understand, and with the FedNow kind of initiative, and so real-time payment is something all the banks are considering, but many of them are taking very cautious approach to see if they're ready for them. But at the same time, and given this year, we definitely see the interest rate is very high, lending's being challenging, and therefore powering kind of deposit and encourage money movement can be a potential great opportunity for the banks to attract kind of more customers and users, and therefore the ability to let the customer and being able to perform kind of real-time payment can become a very attractive kind of new features and attributes, and particularly when a bank and is among the earliest adopters. That definitely can encourage essentially more customers to come to them and to increase their deposit to use the bank service more.
Great, thank you, Yinglian. So kind of circling back to fraud here, how do real-time payments change the fraud landscape for banks?
Well, with the real-time payment, fraud is happening in real time as well. So with every transaction being settled and instantly, that means potentially there can be a fraudster that is draining the fund away, and somebody is going to take some loss in this moment. Also, traditionally, our legacy approach looks at many of these transactions that are settling overnight or over several days periods, and give us opportunities to manually examine a lot of transactions. That does not happen anymore. Therefore, traditionally, and that potential kind of friction that the examination going on and to delay the transaction is transparent to the customers. They don't know these things. They don't have to know these things exist. But in real time, if we determine that certain activity is suspicious and want to block it, and the customer will know it instantly. And therefore, it certainly brings the challenges for us both to reduce fraud loss. At the same time, we want to minimize user friction and to provide a seamless user experience. That definitely means from the technology and infrastructure perspective, we need to do something different. We need to change into a more modern approach that enables automation and have high accuracy, and yet at the same time can reduce the fraud loss that's going to happen in real time.
Great. Yinglian, thank you so much for spending time with today's Banker Digest and sharing with us DataVisor's capabilities to improve fraud management with AI and machine learning and the benefits for banks as well as their customers. Again, thank you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Great. Okay, in closing, thank you for joining today's Banker Digest. If you have additional questions for Yinglian, please see the link in her bio.